Okay, a crisis in the classroom report for you tonight. Does smart technology provide safety or distractions for students? It's a big debate as school shootings continue to be a risk all across our country.
Parents worry about it. Cell phones and smartwatches have provided some kind of peace of mind for parents, providing that instant line of communication in the event of an emergency, but they can also steal a student's focus. 2 News investigative reporter Darby Sparks has both sides of an argument that directly affects our children.
Almost every kid between age 12 and 17 has a cell phone. That's a fact, backed up by a 2018 Pew Research survey. And smartwatches attract the younger crowds. Another study found 31% of children over age 5 wear one. These devices are as common as backpacks in school. But is that a good or a bad thing? A Rutgers University study shows distraction is evident in the lower grade levels of students who use phones in class. But when it comes to providing the safety, the research is inconclusive.
Safety first. You know, that comes as a priority to distracting other kids.
Alicia Swap says her 4th grader has dealt with severe bullying within a Syracuse charter school to the point where her child has been in danger.
They were actually choked. And so my child needs to be able to get a hold of me immediately if those things are happening at school.
In the current climate of school lockdowns, threats of shooters, and the physical bullying her child has already faced, Swap says she feels that she's the only one who can help her daughter in a true emergency. The smartwatch puts her mind at ease, but the problem? Her school bans all smart devices.
Every year we run into it.
It's one of a few schools in Utah that enforce a full ban of all smart devices.
Instead of dealing with it on a case-by-case basis when kids are causing problems, they just want to say, no, we're not going to do it.
Each district has a policy limiting cell phone use, particularly for social media, per Utah state law. But most schools have found that taking smart devices away is too tough of a task.
It is so difficult to police all this and the pushback that will come.
Last legislative session, the Utah American Federation of Teachers Union spoke against a failed bill that would have enforced a statewide mandate, backing any school districts with funding that chose to ban devices in class.
To manage all these phones when you have 35, 40 students in a classroom, in many cases, that becomes overwhelming.
Brad Assay, the president of the union, says that a statewide no-device policy would have exacerbated the already difficult feat of teaching in a modern age.
That's what you would do the whole time, and then teaching wouldn't happen.
But Representative Trevor Lee, who drafted the bill, stands by it.
If a teacher's not allowed to take something that's distracting the student, the class, or even themselves from teaching, then what good is that?
One of the youngest lawmakers in the state, Lee says he recognizes the large shift that cell phones have made in the school systems, particularly the parent panic around safety and the need to stay in constant contact.
All of a sudden we've created these, I need to know where my kid's at 100% of the time and have 100% contact with them, and I think that's contributing to the problems that we're having.
For 2 News Investigates, I'm Darby Sparks.